Hello, welcome to another live stream by me, Kenjamin Art. Happy you could join me. Happy you could watch this in the future, however you enjoy my live stream. No judgments. I appreciate the view. There we go. Too many technical difficulties. I try to watch a little on my phone, make sure that you all can at least hear me, because quite frankly, uh, that would suck if you couldn't. Because not only am I here to dazzle you with my fine art skills, I'm here to hopefully make some jokes, make you laugh. And yeah, which is fun because art creation is a joyful process. Don't let anybody tell you it's not, because it's great. So today, what I'm wanting to do, I just finished playing. I beat the campaign for Pragmata, which came out pretty, and I had a delight playing that game. It was so good. It was so much fun. So I wanted to do a little bit of fan art. Uh, yeah. So bear with me a moment because I had a bunch of tabs opened to uh, use for reference art for what I wanted to do tonight, but unfortunately, my computer decided to run through a bunch of updates with like OBS and my Scarlet, which is what I use, the device I use to run my mics through computer. So it sounds silky smooth, amongst other things. Um, so yeah, I kind of lost a bunch of the tabs that I had open for reference. And hey, you heard it here first, folks. Reference art is a-okay. Reference art is good. It is fun. We can get a lot done with reference. So let's make some art. Um, so what I'm thinking, because I love another fun little game as well, called Eastward. And that game is so dang cute and delightful, that I thought, you know what, Diana in Pragmata um, really has such strong Sam vibes. Sam is the little girl companion surrogate daughter in Eastward. Um, and fuck what all the haters say. Let's see, how far into the video am I? Can I say fuck? Uh, I think I can say fuck. I'm gonna say fuck. Uh, I will never be monetized, and that's okay. Um, but yeah, I, hot take. I know it's such a hot take. Um, I actually really heckin' like these games, and I don't have a problem with the whole concept of like gruff dad figure with adopted daughter or adopted kiddo kind of vibe for these game feelings. So you know what? All those assholes out there who got a problem with those can suck it, suck it. Um, kids. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's first and foremost make our Diana spread. Diana is such a little kiddo. Play around with this. We'll see. We'll vibe this out. Because all good art if you want to do it as a vibe. For me, I really love with pixel art how it's so much like solving a puzzle. And I know I've said that umpteen hundred times on this, but it's true. Like the more the more I do, like it just it gives me that sense of that is an important part. What you find joy in it. Figuring out that puzzle. Here's the thing. Anna is a little blondie blonde. So I also figured of what I would end up doing would be to like I was saying, do this in the style of Eastward. Because there's just like some vibe overlaps. It feels like to me, and and I'm the one who does the show. And if you want to do something different, make your own YouTube channel. Coming out real punchy right now. Excuse me. Um, but genuinely, nothing's stopping you. Get out there, do it. Done. Here, here's a slightly problematic pragmata, pragmata-matic. No, that doesn't. Uh, is that she's very blonde. But blonde doesn't necessarily mean yellow, but I've chosen to give myself a limited color palette, a different color palette than what I'm with, and I guess I could finagle it. Uh, Not just straight like, oh look, this is yellow, blonde is yellow, because it's really not. Like blonde looks so fake in a lot of games because people just go, oh blonde, you mean yellow? And here I am continuing to do yellow, but mostly just trying to get the vibe done. Hair got kind of more bangs. Yeah, Pragmata, absolutely delightful. Bit of a dad simulator game, as it's being called, and I think that I think I was saying how distracted talking and arting at the same time. Um, but a lot of the colors, at least like in the starting area in Eastward, it feels very like muted. A lot of the tones are not quite so like different, so that's why I chose the more muted color palette. Try to fit that vibe. Like a weird mouth. That's not what I wanted. I didn't necessarily want to mouth. I wanted shadows. Pink in the cheeks. Cute little kiddo with subtlety. Subtlety's good. Okay. Very blue coat. Badiba badai. Um, That's professional art hack right here. Forget what layer you're actually working on. Common, common thing. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, hello, Moxie. Good to have you here. Yes. Dyeing our hair. Oh, we are dyeing our hair. Cool. First dye since you got pregnant. Super fair. What color are you going for, Moxie? That's cool. I not done fashion colors in and I miss it terribly. But I am allowing myself to go gray because 41 years young. I am at the age where it happens. Um, so I want to see how I look with is that silver fox because that intrigues me. Fun. And going around telling people I'm a silver fox is really funny to me for some reason. Oh, good old purple. Oh, I miss purple. Purple is such a good color too. Hell yeah. All about that purple. Now, I should just be mirroring it is what I should do. But instead, mirror tool, just be cheap like that. Purple was one that I did a lot when I was doing fashion colors as well. Um, go to pink a lot as well. Pink is fantastic. Um, Once I did mostly pink, but I did like a shock of like blue, like right up in the front. It was dope. Purple is such a delightful and just get too crazy. Got 2 hours to fill. Want I want to hopefully make a full scene. That is the want for tonight. Is if I can sing the praises of Pragmata, I'm going to. And one of the ways I can do that is by sharing super duper fun fan art. A little. Yeah, I like. Okay, cool. Kind of where the sleeves are on this. Up reference art for me to look at. I like reference art. Getting like the whole aesthetic for Diana's jacket. Like it's jacket. Good. Yeah, so the contrast. I really like how this is coming along. That's looking so good already. Oh, yes. I am all alone tonight. Moxie asks if I'm alone or not. Steph, unfortunately, um, had to get a part-time job, and she is working tonight, because she's going back to school for uh, massage and acupuncture. She wants to be a massage therapist who does a little bit of both, acupuncture and massage. I am incredibly proud of her following that dream. That big floofy collar. I think one of the favorite things got about Pragmata, the jacket that they gave Diana, which I mean, as I already said, I love big floofy jacket aesthetic, which is kind of what they did for in the game Eastward for Sam. Eastward is not made by Capcom. Different publisher altogether. But very similar vibes as far as Sam for. Oh crap! Scrolled through the windows. I was at the wrong part. Excuse me. But yeah, highly recommend both games. Quite frankly, Eastward. Oh man, Eastward was so uh just such a lively world. Very very lived in. I very much both games, and they've got this amazing DLC. Is very Stardew Valley coded, as it were. So you doing you're doing a farm sim. Eastward works so good. Very fun, very charming game. Student, yes, Steph is being a very good. His school's expensive, and you gotta work to make it work. No, I'm actually really happy how this Mana Sprite is already shaping up. Got a little like color outline, help it denote like where the light source is. That's always a fun look on having sources are. Like having that little bit inside of the side of the art, great way kind of add that whole mystique. Like, cool. I like removing the outline around the bottoms of the feet, because then it kind of feels like there's contact between the surface and the character. That's a little Benjamin trick for y'all that I picked up from a pixel artist. Goes by the name Pixel Pete. Hide the crimes, man. Hide them real good. There we go. Awesome. Oh, that's so cute. That looks just like her. Oh, I'm so happy with how that turned out. All right, let's do you. I really like his suit as well. Uh, I don't need to go too crazy on Diana's jacket. I just saw another um, image that I don't need to use as too much reference. It's pixel art, dog, and if it's too not gonna look nearly show. So if I'm trying to also follow kind of an Eastward aesthetic, John, who is Sam's adopted father, stands about a head taller than Sam. So I figured try and keep it around. Why not? It only okay. Right. I was making a point about Hugh's character design. I really like his helmet, and that's my point. that's that's where I was going with it. The kind of wedge looking face helmet is pretty friggin' cool. Let me just say this too. Here's another reason to play Pragmata. Um, those moments where Hugh lifts the visor on his robot suit, his space suit rather, he got dreamy eyes. What can I say? He's a dreamy looking dude. He's a dreamy single dad. Just trying to raise his daughter the best way he can. All the more reason to get the game. I'm gonna do that little trick I did. Coat. I'm just going to do one side of Hue, then somebody gave our neighbor kids a whistle, and that's terrible. And I can hear it from inside. Hopefully, it's not too distracting for y'all, and it's only a distraction for me. That said, also, God, this was the thing ever as well. Just did this big safety thing for like Earth Week or Earth Day or whatever the other day, and someone decided, hey, safety whistles because safety at work, and now I have to listen to some jagoff blow a whistle from the sale or the production floor because I work in a print shop every day, and he just uses it to like whistle at coworkers to like, hey, you left a pallet over here. Like, dude, use your words. They are people, they are not dogs. Please speak to them a person. Don't force the office right above where you're standing to have to listen to your nonsense. And hate the whistles. Anyway, spacesuit. There's, okay. I'm gonna keep singing the praises of Pragmata. Of course I am. You've got like collectibles, which is important to me. Oh, we got stuff in the chat. Hey, uh, man in uniform says boxing. Um. Oh, Steph did say misplaced. Oh, right. Huh. That was right because that. Oh, thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. Yeah, 'cause Steph has watched me play both Pragmata and Eastward, and both games are absolute delight. She was actually the one who recommended that I do Pragmata in the style of Eastward. Um, so I thought, you know what, that's such a good idea. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Um, because originally my plan had been to do different versions of Cabin, and Cabin is the name of like the like collectible kind of robot that you meet in the game. You find minifigs of him throughout the space station that you're at, and it is a lot of heckin' fun. Getting all those collectibles. Recommend. Yeah, but like there is different cosmetic suits and everything for Hugh, for Diana, and like I really adore the collectible aspect of a lot of video games and fashion, as stated before. Um, oh yeah, fashion color and just read it when because I don't want to get lost in what I'm doing with the gray background of Sprite. Good and red. Yeah, yeah, and the play for Pragmata is really fun too. It's pretty solid like third person shooter. Um but it's it feels like it's so much more than that. Because while you're shooting up the baddies, um you're also controlling Diana's hacking gauge because Diana is who helps you navigate the space station, the lunar space station. You're on the moon, by the way. That's not a spoiler by any means. Um, and all the robots have gone kind of haywire, except for Diana for some reason. Um, she is able to get in there and hack them and put them into a state that's a little easier for you to shoot and destroy them. Like you could definitely bash your head against the wall and try to destroy the robots without Diana, but it's hard. And why would you want to do that unless you want to hurt yourself? Um, but that ain't me. I'm not a masochist. But that's if that's a thing that a player is into, like doing a Dark Souls and just yelling at yourself to get good. Maybe forego some of those things. Maybe figure it out. Helps if I'm on the right tool. But there's different modes in it. But yeah, like ultimately, I really felt very satisfied with. Um, it it felt unique enough. Like it didn't just feel like a slog to just shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up. It really felt like it was doing something different than most shooter games. So it was good. It felt refreshing for me personally. I know there probably are some out there who's like, "Oh, that's not that unique" or whatever. I mean, that's fine. To each their own. I'm not gonna yuck your video game young as long as you're not not young. I'm young because there's a child. But yeah, Um, very fun. Okay, cool. Coolio. Yeah, and just like moving around is very fun in the game. Um, the the mechanics, like you're in a spacesuit, so you've got all these boosters, like jet boosters on you that help you run fast, help you dodge, help you float. Yeah, highly recommend. That great throwing me off. Meow. The baby bee has come to join me. Meow. Probably wants to get a big old cat dad hug. But unfortunately, she's gonna have to wait, even though she's gonna go, yep, directly to her spot where she's like, I'm gonna claw the shit out of this box because I know it gets a rise out of you, cat dad, and I want attention. So I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a stream trying to entertain folk. So you're just gonna have to wait, little cat daughter. Hope you can survive. Listening to her go at it. That's gonna cat. But true. These are not the final colors. I'm just trying to. I mean, like I trying to make this easy for me to see while I'm writing off the color. Spacesuit. Spacesuits are like akin to robot suits, right? So I mean, heck, that was another reason I wanted to do Pragmata for tonight too, is because there's always such good robots. Um, whole thing. I really love the way they design bots. I'm trying to make this more feel like Eastward. I need to make his leg because John has thin leg. You, the human protagonist, human, got them thick boots. He's in a space. I gotta wonder though if like the devs like that was kind of their joke because the character his name is Hugh Williams. Um, but like how easy is it to say human? Is hell yeah. Is human. Yeah. Human, a name I can trust. Exactly. Yeah. I was learning some stuff about this game, and it was a little stuck in development hell from what I understand. Uh, but I give it a pass because it's fun. Uh, I mean, like 6 years working on a video game from a AAA studio like Capcom, like I'm not gonna be too worried about that. Like that's pretty reasonable. And from what I understand as well, the developer team, they did a lot. They were fairly new to the whole process. They were a group of new developers that Capcom hired, and they need to give them something to work on, but they didn't put them on like huge projects like but they still needed them something. So I guess what they did was they just kind of let them do their own thing, and they made the right fucking call with that because this game was amazing. And it feels very stylish too. Like I was just floored with all the visuals. Everything was just so beautiful and so well rendered. Um, like it felt really well fleshed out. I think that's like one of the things that I really about the whole video game process is just feeling like you're, uh, that somebody wanted to tell a story and knew what story they wanted to tell. Very important to cool, cool, cool. Sure heckin' did. Ed. Oh, that feels good. It feels sharp. A bit more accoutrement. Use the line tool instead of trying to use a brush, and it weird, man. Come along, dang dang well. Tummy feels so flat now. Put a little more. That is a technical term, stripey do. Thank you. I will not be elaborating on that. Yeah, that. Oh, that's good. That put a little more just texture into the suit. You nice. Oh, they're so cute. All right. Jeez. 45 minutes into my 2 hour stream, I've got the two sprites done. Let's see how quickly I can put an environment up for them. Um, yeah. Like, there's so many like places I could put them as. That right there is problematic for me too. Just because there's like fun little areas to explore and find in the game. Like you fight like just the plethora of haywire robots in the facility. Um, okay, cool. Um, but like, oh gosh, I don't want to give it away if people are interested in playing it. But the whole premise is that, and you get this in like the first 5 seconds of the game. You're on a lunar base. Like you and your team of like engineers have come to the moon because you lost communication with the facility, and your engineer tasked with restoring connection. That maybe there's like a comm signal error, maybe there's a problem um, with just something benign, and then you quickly discover, oh no, rogue AI have taken over the facility. Then it's up to you to save the day, do your job. Uh, but like being a research facility, like it gives them a lot of options for what to do in those general areas, like what they're researching, what kind of projects they're makes each lab that you go to a very different and unique place with each visit. So it's really cool how they do it. I really loved what they check in with Cheyenne. Um oh, Alan Hubble showed up. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh, Cybernator. Hey. Yeah, awesome. I'm not familiar with that one, with that particular comic. I didn't read too much Wolverine. I've mostly read a lot of like Deadpool and Captain Marvel, and anymore I try to find like indie comics, like stuff that tells stories that are very different from like what so many of the main properties are telling right now with like DC. And you know, kudos to Marvel and DC. They tell really good stories. I really love a lot of their stuff too. Um, but yeah, I familiar with that particular. Glad to have you here though, Cybernator. Thanks for showing up. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, it's some people are trying to complain and say, "Oh, it's just a dad simulator." I'm like, yeah, that's why it's great. Like, it's friggin' good, man. Give me that good dad simulator every day of the week. Like, I played the shit out of Daddy. That was such a fun game. Give me them good daddies. Uh, Fell off reading comics a long time ago. Astro Boy was the last thing I read. Awesome. Astro Boy is such a cool property as well. Um, not property. Well, yeah, the whole world that they built as well, and like just that is so important to just catching people's imagination and passion and interest is the world that gets created for it is one of the big reasons why I love Pragmata. Um, the world is cool. That and like I was saying, Eastward. That's another really cool world that got built. Hell yeah. Been one of the new favorites that I've gotten into is Radiant Black is kind of Super Sentai themed comic, very American made. Oh crap! Hit the only problem with hotkeys: hit a button you don't intend. But yeah, when it's I believe the Massiverse called because the creator is like a lot of different series that they're creating and working on. Um, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. They I guess used to work on the American Power Rangers comic as well, which is cool. Heck. Oh, I see what. Very much gotten it. Yeah, fun storytelling and imagine thing I dig. I'm kind of trying to go for the in the third level of the game. There's kind of this big terrarium come to for a bio like a bio lab. I'll just say where they're experimenting on like plant growth space. And there's this really cool like big elevator that you come across. That's really fun and actually what I'm going to be trying to make for you. Good friends on an elevator. Finally turn on that freaking symmetry tool. Try to keep some kind of vibration. Yeah, okay, this is looking pretty good for the platform. Art. Trying to be a professional and name my layers is um how you tell if someone's a narc is if they name their layers. Just outed myself really bad. Don't tell the police. Being deep shit if you. Cool. Cool. Dad Simulator conjure something different. Now, I would say Dad Simulator could be like Daddy Simulator for what you're talking about. And yes, I agree. That is something very different. No, you're a really cool dude who is protecting a cool robot child who is just so curious and just very, very like wholesome, sweet child. Ache. Oh, right. Oh shoot, that's right. I That means I gotta change how I did the ring. Normally, Diana stands on top of Hugh's shoulders. Um, he's got like a utility backpack for all of his gear. So, um, there's usually a little bit more. Yeah. So usually, well, it would be more for kind of, you know, would have a smaller profile if I were to have Diana getting a piggyback ride. Because, which, come on, how wholesome is that? The entire game, you're giving your sweet little robot daughter a piggyback ride through this lunar science station. Like, that's really cute, man. Comics and press are so much more. It really is, and and that's something that I really love about kind of the one of the good things to come out of the internet was just how easy it is for independent creators to um, be able to make a go of it, to not be beholden to the big two, Marvel and DC, and then be able to own and control their own work. Because like so many of Marvel's creators, um, over the 60 plus years that they've really been banging. I mean, they started before the 1960s, but the 1960s are really when Marvel took off. I want to say because like things like X-Men and Spider-Man, like really did a lot, and Fantastic Four did a lot for them too. Like Fantastic Four really saved Marvel's bacon because they didn't really have a lot of the same things, and people were really fascinated by Justice League. It was so new at the time, so Marvel created the Fantastic Four to compete with that, and that's what saved their bacon. But yeah, it's just a lot of their creators wallowed away in poverty because ultimately Marvel kept the rights to so many of their creations. So yeah, like I'd rather own and control my own stuff, man. Like after I pass, who the fuck cares who's got the rights to it? Like I'll be dead. It doesn't matter. And hydrate. I've been talking. All right. Um, get going and keep this train rolling. Uh, make some progress on. One of the places saying was kind of the bio lab, and that's what I'm feeling like making for y'all. A little elevated bio lab. Yeah. A lot of the puzzles too in this game. A lot of it's like hacking with Diana, essentially. Um, Honestly, I think that's fun. Different, like how you navigate through. Built very well. It's not too like not too difficult. It You definitely feel a sense of accomplishment. Definitely feels more like kind of quick time for some things. Like there's definitely like puzzles where you have to solve the hack in time, lest you cut and get knocked out of there. But it feels very rewarding. Definitely don't feel like coddled in doing. Feel kind of comes from like how well you do, how you can set up, and like there's ways to kind of change the play style. Like there's different kit that you can get set up on for how you want about fighting the evil robots. And I like it, but don't just take my word for it. Out there and play the game yourself if you're coming along really well. Um, Maybe I'm trying to stay up with uh just reading the comments, but you know, just solo me. So I don't know. Maybe I definitely need to get a longer Ethernet cable. Right now, I'm just on Wi-Fi, so the latency could be on my end for it. Yeah, I just want to reference art. I can't type and talk at the same possible. That's not a skill that I've mastered yet. The door I'm working. Check it, baby. What is that? Reference art for ants? That joke would probably work. if you could see what I'm looking at. Add it update. Forced my. I lost all of my good tabs. That. Oh, okay. A little off base on this. I guess there are some. I need to beat myself up too bad. On auto. But delete your art. There's no shame. Do it. I can live with that. That's good. Got it. It just has to pass a vibe check. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Silly of me. Yeah. Awesome. You. Goes back on. I swear that is like the one thing I will inevitably do every time is just forget when contiguous is turned on or off. Like just how I do. That I'm working on, or I've got the doors in my head. Can't play the doors, then I'd get copyright. Interested. So I will probably never be able to monetize this channel. You know what? Never say never. I'm going to avoid playing copyright music so that I can monetize this channel at some point in the not distant future. There we go. Positive thinking with Kenjamin. Maybe that should be the name of the stream now. Thinking with your buddy Kenjamin. I think I could sell. become the Bob Ross of pixel art. It's so hot in my office right now. Like, I don't have like a fan going because I want y'all to actually be able to hear me, and I don't think you'd be able to. The fan. While are a little dark. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling that. That's a good vibe right there. Yeah, yeah. And the cables for it is a problem. Like the one I used to have was fine. It was like a 50-foot one, but my computer used to be in the living room. But we did a big rearrange a couple months ago, so now it's in kind of the spare room, and this our office just heats up so fast, which isn't terrible in wintertime. It's fine. It's just the end of summer is whew. There goes the door. Doorbell. If y'all will please for 1 moment, I need to go see what that is because if it's my neighbor, it's gonna keep ringing. Back soon. Okay. See you in 2 seconds, friends. Hey, I am back, friends. Um, Hopefully that thing is set up. It was my neighbors. They unfortunately lost. There's my um lost the power in their living room and asked if I knew anything about like electrical work. Like how to fix it because they tried flipping their fuse box and got nothing. Asked me if they, they're so sweet. They share food with us all the time. They're very kind people. Um, um, but yeah, unfortunately, I did not have any ideas either. Like I would have just tried the fuse box as well, which is what they already did. So I'm at the limit of my capabilities. Bummer. Cool. Oh, right. But yeah. Anyway, I'm thankful that I am a good enough person that trustworthy source that is a good feeling to know that people can depend. Now, a bunch of vines and stuff because the in the plant lab, I'm making there's all sorts of greenery like overgrown areas. Plant growth gone wild. Now there's an advertisement that wouldn't show up on the on freaking Comedy Central at like 2 a.m. Plant growth gone wild. All your favorite videos of Pathos letting it loose. Jeez, it's so dumb. But now I need to live in a world where that's a thing. Pathos. No, people are dumb enough that they'd probably think that it's like a Three Musketeers. They're just thinking about candy and maybe it's me. Maybe the problem is me. Maybe I'm just that much of a himbo that I go from like potted plants to fucking candy bars. That train of thought that went to all the tracks is what that did. Ah, but it's great. You know what? Yeah, okay. That feels a lot. Good. 2 pixel brush for Vine. junk. Probably like algae growing, like starting to cover the floor. Sure, taking it back around the moon. Got okay. I gotta say this too. Like there was a point where, as I was running around in the game, this is not really a spoiler. I feel because you're, as you know, going into this game, like if you've, in the first 5 seconds, um, are on the moon. So you would expect that there's like an outdoors portion where you're running around on the actual surface of the moon. And guess what? There is. Um, and it was so easy just to find myself humming the Futurama bit of "We're whalers on the moon, we carry a harpoon, but there ain't no tails, there ain't no whales, so we tell tall tales and sing our whaling tune." It's like I got stuck in my head so regularly as I was playing this game. And you know what? I'm not mad about it. This is a success story. Good plan. Hmm. Oh, heck yes. Heck. So, last time I had made this kind of specialty brush for myself that is just a bunch of little Among Us guys, and they are really great. It's really great for just like quickly creating a bit of a random texture for like leaves and brush. So that is what I'm going to use to create a little bit of texture in this algae. I'm going to go over it just a little bit more just to kind of hide the Among Us. There's something to be said about making like brushes for yourself to use. Like it really helps kind of nail down that voice, like your own personal voice in your art by kind of creating those aspects. And that has been so important to me. Making sure that my work has that sense of how, like, oh, that's a Kenjamin piece. And you can really tell, like, oh yeah, it's something that Kenjamin made. Um, it's always been really important to me. Like any sort of creative endeavor with writing, like creative writing, art, to just really make it feel like I did it. Okay. I'm really happy with how that's coming along. That's good stuff right there. Do a little bit of what I've been doing. vibe. I know it's algae. It's just fun to say algae. Bioluminescent algae. Actually, I don't think there were any like bioluminescent in the game. There was a lot of other like glowing bits because you're in a friggin' space station sci-fi game. So of course there's gonna be other elements that are glowing panels and doors and holographic locks. No, I did not. Cool, 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 cool. Want to so base. Want. Okay. Wait. Huh. Oh, because I had contiguous turned off. I turned it off. How foolish of me. Fool. Foolish fool. Okay. Now let's cover it all up again. Get my mind. Overgrown aspect. Layout. Animorte! Hell yeah, I'm still here. Hopefully, I didn't lose you earlier. I had to go step away, give a little BRB. Um, my neighbors needed some help with a thing. Unfortunately, I was not able to help them. Their living room, they lost power in their living room, and they tried flipping their breakers, but nothing seemed to work for them. So unfortunately, that was the extent of my knowledge as well. Was try the circuit breaker, but what it is, not an. Yeah, I like lines I've got up the wall. Pop, 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 pop. Green, super green wall. The green you want it to be. Home green, forest green, super. broad strokes right now. Moment. Figuring out. Leave it at north. Drop the just a hint. Then here's where things get tricky. Drop the layer. Gonna ever so gently nudge. Pops here. Did not thing. Let's lower the opacity. You know what? Let's try and give those vines a little more body. Okay. Uh, you know, I was talking about how, oh yeah, I named my layers, all proud of myself, and here I am not doing it. It's wall algae. It's walgy. Probably didn't spell it right. Don't at me, bro. Or algae. Corgi. Corgi sounds like Swedish corgi, but it's not because a Swedish corgi is actually a Valhund, which that is a cool little breed. They look like wolf corgis. Valhunds are adorable. Add a few more details to the make it seem handling happening here. Oh, awesome! I love Puzzle Bobble. It is such a fun game. Like Bust a Move, Puzzle Bobble. Like Taito was cooking with that. I'm gonna say it. I know, real hot take. Fun games are fun. Um, thank you very much, Cybernator. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out too. Uh, yeah. Walualgi. Oh man, Nintendo missed opportunity. Walualgi. Give us like a plant-based nemesis for the Wall Boys. I like that. Good. Because I'm feeling having a floor vent. Yes, this is still sci-fi. Still got lots of time. This isn't exactly a one-to-one creation of in the Terra Dome, the area is called, which I really adore that. I really adore that name for the level, the Terra Dome. Uh, Sounds like George W. Bush. Fight on the Terra Dome. I should have done it the other way. Done. Off a little. There we go. Live and you learn. Now, Vent needs some algae. Illustrate the abundance overgrowth. Wow, that actually took effort to say it correctly. In that instance, this algae is like getting all up in the works of this event. Yeah, that's feeling like it's coming straight out of the vent. That's awesome. I'm feeling that. Okay. Now, do I want to keep the vent there, or do I want to place it around? You know, that's the great thing about working in layers, is that I can move it. Like, I like it that way. Um, and I want it that way. Do another one. Because you know what? Doggone it. I like a little symmetry. That feels pretty good. Pretty good. Um, Also, one of the big things that I noticed about this game is gamers are complaining a lot lately, and when don't they, about how everything's got yellow guidance paint set up. Like, I don't want yellow guidance paint in my video games. Which is silly. Let's be honest, it's silly. Um, but this game forgoes the blue guidance or the yellow guidance for blue guidance. Instead of running around finding yellow paint everywhere, going around looking for the blue on the edges of your platforms. Uh, Honestly, kind of dig it. Don't hate it. Because that's what's going to make this like wiring strewn across the room feel like, yeah, this is wire that fell because things are getting fucked up. Um, really feel like it live. A little. Oh, right, because the alpha lock is. There we go. Live wire, be careful, folks. You can't really tell from. Let's give the old razzle dazzle. Okay, that makes it pop. Gone a little overboard. Let's remove bits here and there. Yeah, okay, that looks like a live wire. All right, cool. I'm really digging this. Oh, hey, thanks for joining us, Cybernator. I really appreciate you showing up and being chit chatty with me. That was fun. Okay, so I've got about 20 minutes left. I want to do next add in the little bit of tree because one of the big things is that there's a big tree running through the lab, and you have to solve it in order to take the elevator. Oh crap! Because it's getting in your way. You gotta find a way to destroy the tree out of. I'm just still visible for y'all, and it's not blocked by my little PNG tuber head. Use that is again the official term. Official artists know the term stripey do. Very highly technical terms used by professional artists. They're very important. Any jargon, like any art jargon that you really have learned or taken away from the Kenjamin Art Channel, it's learning the importance of stripey doos. now, now, if you go around saying, "Oh yeah, no, I like it's important to put stripey doos all over your pieces," uh, artists who are in the know, who are like, "Yes, agreed, stripey doos." Quite. Um, there's no. They'll be like, "Oh, so you're one of us. You know the secrets." No, they won't gatekeep the secrets of their art from you. Any like, "Oh, you got us. You said the secret stripey doos." Um, there's no gatekeep. Nobody is actively trying to from learning. That's some nonsense by AI tech, bro. Want to validate the result, but like, here's the big secret: is that it's a process. Like, hell, even neuroscience backs us up on that. Art is the process we create. It's not a. The results are nice. The results can give you that little endorphin rush, but at the end of the day, it's the process. Bumps on this log. Bumps where stuff got broken. Oh, shnikes. I donked everybody. I was drawing on the same layer as my wire. Whoopsie. Go. All right, problem solved. Look at that. Two different layers. Now, I am on the correct layer now. All right. Out because weird bits. Here's the other very important artistic term that you all need to know as part of your homework. Weird bits are an important part of the art process. Um, but also there's lots of weird bits in this game. So yeah, weird bits are very vibe centric. Definitely like I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's super duper a horror game, but it definitely feels like there are some horror elements to this game. So yeah, fun. Highly recommend. Pick up your copy of Pragmata today. Got Pragmata in the eye, which is what I named this stream. Um, that was a joke that came from my lovely wife Steph. Oh, you got Pragmata of the eye. That's too good not to use. Thank you. I like that weird little branch. How that weird little branch is coming along. I kind of want another. This tree pleases me. Another. If you want to see a tree that really pleases me, you should go back and watch the Zelda ISO stream. Oh, that was terrible. The things I did to the Great Deku Tree. I'm not going to elaborate. You just have to go back and rewatch that whole stream start to finish to find out what I did to the Great Deku Tree and why I'm being litigated against by Nintendo right now. I'm not actually being litigated against Nintendo. That is totally a joke. But also, don't tell Nintendo what I did to the Great Deku Tree. I don't think they'd approve. Yeah. Gotta have multiple trees to really make the area feel overgrown. Because if it's just one tree, how's that overgrown? That's bullshit. That's just a normal ass fucking tree. To have at least two trees if you're gonna make it feel overgrown, dog. But I've got a much better way. Solve that. And it's called Alpha Lock. Alpha Lock. I need teens with attitude. Super Sentai. OM goodness, y'all. Still have like just over 10 minutes to spare. I'm really vibing on this. I really like how this is turning out. Um let's put some more holographs in. Not hologram, holograph, holographic. Hell yeah. Really simple. Oh, the lab. You know, lab. Hmm. Them tune stuck in my. I don't know if that's making it feel more reflective or holographic. How am I feeling that? You know what? Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Okay, that feels like a good little bit of holographic technology. Oh, blah 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 blah. What else? Judge this up some more. You know, I'm really digging this. This is so cute. This was so much fun to make, and you know, Pragmata was such a fun game to play as well. Like the developer team, from what I understand, were fairly new, and Capcom just like, we need to give them something to work on, and you know, they didn't do like another Resident Evil. They didn't do another game that is like rinse, wash, repeat. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like Resident Evil is a really cool series. Mega Man is a really cool series. I'm thrilled that, like, I know so many people who love Mega Man who are so stoked that they announced new games in the series. And I'm so glad that y'all will have those games to play. Um, but I'm really thrilled to see new stories get made. I'm excited to play new games. You know, like the worlds that these games are in, like, they can only build it up so much, and then you're so familiar with the world. But like, it's the newness, the freshness of like what world you're gonna be in is so much fun, and I really love that about Pragmata, is how new it feels. And it was just so much fun to play around in. Like, the gameplay, the mechanics, everything were really satisfying. I had an absolute blast playing it, an absolute blast making this cool piece of art for y'all to enjoy tonight as well. Um, I think that's good for me. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to go too overboard on this. I'm really happy with the results on this. So I hope y'all had fun tonight hanging out. I sure did. Thank you so much, everyone that joined me tonight, who commenting, who are lurking. It's an absolute pleasure to make each week. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic night. Um, I am Kenjamin. You can find me at Kenjamin Art on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Kara. I do not have Twitter because Twitter is dumb. It's a way to communicate. I'm just not on there. Anyway, if you want to see more of my art, you can check me out on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Kara, like I mentioned. Right now, big shout out to a friend of the channel, Blackvoot, Nathan Blackwood. They are running a challenge called Animation, where each day you've got a different prompt for the month of May, and you try to animate that. However long it takes you, there's no time limit. It's just make some cool 2D animation all on your own. It's human made animation is an absolute vibe and delight. I'm posting on my Instagram and, well, Blue Sky as well, my entries for the animation. So if you want to see some really cute sprite animations this year, follow along with me and maybe do a few of your own. Follow Nathan Blackwood on Instagram and Blue Sky, and get the official prompt list straight from the horse's mouth. Um, anyway, we'll be back next week, next Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. PST to 9 p.m. PST. And I'll see you then.